like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and leave me a comment. Without further ado,
Hyperdellic.
Hey kids, it's Hyperdellic. Today, got a little something different, kinda. Anybody who knows me knows that I love JRPGs. Japanese role-playing games. Video games, right? And Zelda, Legend of Zelda, is one of the best JRPG series ever. That's not even debatable. I don't even want to hear it. It's not debatable. It is the best. That's my opinion and the facts. I don't know, you know me. You have your opinion, I have mine. My opinion is I'm right. We got Jaaks Pacific Link. And here's the thing that's special about this. It's got the freaking Master Sword and Shield, okay? I have been holding out. Like, you have no idea. Like, I am a huge Legend of Zelda fan. I put hours into Breath of the Wild. I mean, like, upwards of more than somewhere close to 200 hours, I think I put in on that game. So much so that I haven't put nearly as many in on Tears of the Kingdom because I was almost completely burnt out. When Link's Awakening came out, I was super excited because I needed a change up, right? And I had one version of Breath of the Wild Link, but he's smaller, and he comes with a bow and arrow and quiver, the ancient arrow and ancient bow and a quiver, and he also has a hood, which is really nice. It's cool. It's a really nice, neat figure, but there's no peg holes and no Master Sword or Shield. And like last year, they put out one, but it didn't have the Master Sword and the Shield, and it was like, what the heck is this crud? Yeah. All right, finally, we got the Master Sword and the Shield for who? Link. That's right. All right, so you know how I do this? I'm gonna bust this open, and then I'm gonna play around with it a little bit, and yeah, then we'll come back and we'll talk about it. All right, let's do that now. Do the movie magic.
Hyperdellic.
Right? Because it's Legend of Zelda, baby. I love Legend of Zelda, and I love Link. Link is a really amazing figure for $10. This is $10. I mean, this is crazy. It's $10. Jaaks Pacific does a really nice job. Now he's got pins in his arms and his legs, but that's all right. I mean, there's a lot I can forgive when you say $10, right? I'm not expecting him to be like SH Figure Arts or something like that, you know? Like, it's not this toy. But I will tell you this much: this toy is outstanding. Now, I held out. I didn't want to get the other one. I was actually at Walmart today, and I saw that again. He was there. The other Link. Not too many of this version though. So I don't know. If you see it, grab it, because it may be in high demand while it's out there. But he comes with 2 accessories, 2, and that's all he needs. He comes with the Hylian Shield, and he comes with the Master Sword. And I mean, they look fantastic. I mean, the paint details on the Master Sword are amazing. The only thing they missed was like right here, you know, the little emblem. It's a $10 toy. I can forgive a lot. Okay? Like, you have to. But funny enough, like here, you really don't have to. The only thing I will say is that the paint on the shield looks a little thin. You know, hey, come on, don't skimp out, Jaaks. But other than that, the rest of this paint looks pretty good. But the silver up here looks a little thin. I don't know if that's painted or if it's just not painted. Not a clue. I'm not going to scratch at it to find out, okay? But let's load him out. We'll put the shield on his hand. And you kind of have to... You could always do the whole taking his hand off thing. I do that a lot with Motu. I take the hand off and then I plug it in with the shield on it. Right? But, you know, you don't have to. And then Link comes with his sword. Oh, the Master Sword. I'm so glad I have this in toy form. It's so nice. It looks great. It looks great. I am stoked about all of the details. The paint all looks really decent. I mean, like I said, this looks fantastic. I mean, seriously, it looks really good. The inside has the handle is painted, and so is the arm guard. I mean, they did a nice job, man. They did a really nice job. And for those that are curious, you can pack the sword out and everything on his back. The strap is loose, and you can slide the Master Sword on in now, like so. Okay? I mean, if you reposition it, you can get it to look correct. But I mean, yes. Look at that. Look at that. That looks fantastic. All right, let's take a closer look at it.
Hyperdellic.
All right, there we go. I can't get the tone right, but I'm leaving that one in because we have opened up a treasure box. Look at this guy. You know, he is very nicely done. I'm going to point out that there is a leather strap thing, his sword harness, that is a separate piece. There's some painted detail on there, gold and silver. His hero's tunic is nicely painted up. There's a little bit of extra paint down here, but I didn't even notice that with my regular eyes. I noticed that on the camera all zoomed in. The paint details are really nice. Like, they're extremely nice, very accurate looking. I like the detail. I like the color usage. I mean, they nailed it. They nailed it. Good job. Way to go, Jaaks. You got Link right. This is an incredibly well articulated figure for a $10 figure. I am first and foremost going to point out that the head has very little articulation. I'm going to make an attempt to customize and remedy that. Hopefully I don't destroy my new figure. But I'll do a live stream with that one. I might actually do the live stream before this video comes out. so you'll get to see that. All of these nice little details on him are just, it's chef's kiss. Are they perfect? No, but this is a $10 figure. I didn't spend $50. I am not expecting him to be 100% perfect. Now, we'll talk about the body, you know, the rest of the articulation. There's no butterfly or anything, but there is a decent ball joint arm hinge, right? He does this and that. Okay, he's got a double elbow. There are pins. There are pins in the elbows and pins in the knees and pins in the toes. Okay, no ankle pins. Don't see any where the hip is. So we got a double elbow there. Doesn't look too bad. Functions pretty good. He's got a horizontal rocker for a hand, right there. And then that twists. It looks as though he has a bicep cut that is under the shirt. So nicely planned. I always love that when the articulation is hidden by the, you know, just the folds and the wrinkles of the ending of clothing and stuff like that. It's good action figure planning, right? In the design. He's got a waist hip ballpoint, you know, thing that is real friendly to coming apart, right? So, I mean, be aware of that. If you turn it a little too much, it's going to pop off. That is a downside. That is a shame. That is one of the only two downsides that I see of this. The first one being the head's articulation. The second one being that ballpoint likes to pop apart. Articulation-wise, well, that leg popped off because the tunic didn't want to let it go further. But you can go up about that high. Back about that far. Double jointed knee can come back about that far. there is no boot cut, but there is a hip cut, right? Hip swivel, double jointed knee, right? Said that. We got our ankle. Not the most amazing ankle articulation. It's kind of gummy, and the majority of the range is side to side. And then there's a toe articulation. Yep, there we go. Your toe articulation. Okay. So, I mean, you can do some stuff. He's not incredibly crazy posable, but he is nice. The color scheme is a personal favorite as far as all of the Link looks over time. Don't get me wrong. The classic green is always going to be Link, right? But I think that this blue tunic really looks nice on him, and when him and Zelda are both in the blue tunics, they just look great, right? Like they look like adventurers. It makes me happy. So yeah, I mean, there are some very nice details. Oh, there was one other detail I wanted to check out and point out. There are little hooks on the belt. It looks like it's like just big enough for the Master Sword, but it doesn't look like you can get the Master Sword on there. I don't know if that's like maybe for the Sheikah Slate or something, or I don't know. Who knows? But I know that that's a weird situation. And for those who want to know, like, if you can stow away the Master Shield and Sword. Okay, so you can put that on the shield, and then you can slide that on through, and it doesn't look too bad. You might have to reposition it and stuff, but you know, you pose it out the way that you want it, and that looks fantastic. It makes me super happy, super happy. All right, well, we've done enough close-ups. Let's show him in some poses and show just how cool this figure really looks. All right, we're gonna do that. Yeah, look at that. Bro, this is an amazing $10 figure. I really like this. I'm glad that I waited until there was a Hylian shield and Master Sword in it. And I personally think that if you find this in the stores, snatch it up. It's a wonderful figure. It is relatively stable and sturdy. It is a nicely articulated figure. It is really good for a $10 price point. Is it going to be figure of the year? No. And that's okay. I didn't buy this because I was hoping it would be. I bought this because I freaking love Legend of Zelda. Okay? I freaking love it. I have another Link figure, but it's the one with the hood. It's not as big. It doesn't come with the Master Sword. I liked it, but it was somewhat disappointing. Okay? This one hits all the notes I wanted out of a Link figure. I got the shield and the sword with him. He looks amazing. I am super glad that I saw him. He was like the only one at the Walmart that I went to. I have not seen him in any other stores. So if you find him, pick him up. I didn't even see him on like Big Bad Toy Store or anything. But he is out there. He is slowly making his way out there. I also have one for the Simpsons from Jaaks Pacific that's coming up. Man, are those ones hard to catch, because man, they get snatched up immediately as soon as they are on the store shelf. Like they're really cool. I like them a lot. Are they the most perfect figure? But no. So I gotta tell you, like Jaaks has been bringing up some properties lately that are really looking good. This figure is really nice. I would love to see a little bit more, maybe a Ganondorf, maybe, you know, Rivali and a couple of other of those. That would be really cool. I would dig that. Take a quick look at him all the way around and all of his Hylian goodness. Ah, my goodness. That shield that shield is great. The profile, the look of him, it's perfect. Like they hit it. Like he is the quintessential Link, and well, at least from Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild. and I love it. I love this version of Link, and I love what Jaaks has done with this figure. It's a very nice figure. It's got some room to grow, but again, I'm going to state that this is a $10 figure. Okay, this is a $10 figure. It is 6-inch scale, but he's about 5 inches tall, right? And it's a wonderful value for the dollar. Like I can't even gush enough about that part of it. Like it definitely triggers the cheap Polish guy in me. It's like, oh, that's great. So I highly recommend him. I hope you enjoyed this review, because I enjoyed reviewing him. I enjoyed playing around with him and figuring out what I was going to do with him. I really, really, really love Breath of the Wild. It is, like I said, one of my favorite, probably my favorite game of all time. I probably say that a lot, but Breath of the Wild really is like one of my all-time favorite games of all time. Come here, Link. You knew this was coming. You knew it was coming because Link don't talk. Link, tell everybody what to do. Hi. I'm going to translate. He said, subscribe and turn on notifications. and like the video. Like it. I'll poke you with the Master Sword. Bink. Thank you guys for coming by. Check out the description below for links to my Patreon and a few other things. Also, check out my other channel. I have a gaming channel. I play games. Right now I'm playing Mario RPG. Come, join me. I do all the voices. I read all of the dialogue, and then I do all the voices, and I have fun with it. It's not always the voices you think they're going to be. I do a pretty good Toad, though. Hi, how's it going? Just wait until I review one of them. All right, guys. Have a good one. I love you all, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Don't forget, play hard. Play hard.